Stephen A. Smith, on the idea of Shedeur Sanders going to the Browns.
Doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I think the only trepidation that I have is that as gifted as he is with his poise, he doesn't have the strongest arm in the world, and he's not the most mobile quarterback in the world. So the combination of those two things, throwing the football cam off of Lake Erie, real cold, real windy out there. That concerns me, but what I love about the kid most is that, he's clearly been raised by a Hall of Famer. The brother is unflappable. He doesn't get moved too often. He's certainly fearless. We've seen him get slaughtered in the pocket because an offensive line was incapable of protecting him. When I look at the Cleveland Browns, I see a team that's got some big dogs on defense. Offensively, particularly if Nick Chubb is healthy, they could do some things. I know Amari Cooper is no longer there, but I just think that they're a quarterback away from being in the mix and making noise within the AFC North and within the AFC period. And if Shedeur Sanders has that kind of capability and that's what they see from him, I see no issues with it. I'm just worried about Lake Erie, his size, his arm strength, his lack of mobility. He can move, but he's not the most mobile dude in the world. That's what they say about him.
And Casey, I agree with Stephen A. Smith, and I hesitate when I say that. That was well thought out.
Yeah, and he said he's a quarterback, so he's polarizing. Right now, everybody wants to pick apart his game, and you're either team Shedeur, which there's a hive out there, or you're like, no, keep him away from you. But if those are genuine concerns, he doesn't have the strongest arm, and he's not as great of an athlete as he thinks he is. He gets himself into trouble a lot, thinking he can out-athlete on a play, and winds up taking atrocious sacks. But he's a rookie, and when you see him play in structure, you see him throw with timing and accuracy, with on schedule. You see where it could work, but then there's those plays where he gets out of pocket and he tries to make too much happen, and it could be a detriment. And especially at the next level, you saw it happen in Colorado. You try to do some of that stuff in the NFL, you're going to cost your team in the long run. But you do need a quarterback there. That is the point. So you have to weigh all your options, do your evaluations, and trust your evaluations, whether you think that player could or could not work. He has some strengths that would align with what Kevin Stefanski likes to do, but does he have the arm strength to throw on the lake? Does he have the durability? Because he's tough as can be. He gets up from all these hits, but he's going to come in right around 200 pounds. So at some point, it doesn't matter how tough you are. It's your body. Can your body withstand playing that position at that size? So there's a ton of questions, but it's also, there's like 84 days until the NFL draft. There's so much time to work this out, but people want to either zero in and say he's the guy or he's not the guy. I'd say leave your evaluation open. There's plenty of time for this to play out.
Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly. He's intriguing without question.